Some people think they can outsmart me. Maybe. Maybe. I've yet to meet one that can outsmart.
VILANTOR!
Hey everybody, this is Kohdok here, and like I said, I was going to do my Pyrus collection, so here it is. As you can see, my Pyrus collection is much smaller than my Chaos one, and that's because I'm not a Pyrus collector, I'm a Chaos collector. So, this is literally my entire Pyrus collection, including traps and battle gear. Anyway, let's get started. Starting off, we have Jet Core on top of Helix Dragonoid, we have Pyro Dragonoid, Spider Fencer, Zoac, Triadel Condor, Bronze Neo Drago, Bronze Helios, Spindle, my two 780G Ultra Dragonoids, I still haven't traded that other 780G yet, Abyss Omega, Steel Viper Helios, Maxis Dragonoid, Ultra Dragonoid, Laserman, Reverse Color, Neo Dragonoid Translucent, 1000G Quake Drago, Fortress, Pearl Harpus, Dual Elfin, Regular Harpus, Pearl Minaris, and my B1 Mannion 330Gs. I also have back here Twin Destructor on top of my 800G Strike Flyer. Now, a lot of people have been demanding that I trade the 800G Strike Flyer. Now, that's my highest G regular, not evolution, not dice throw or Bakugan, so I'm not going to trade it. And, you know, even more insulting than demanding I trade it is offering me utter junk for it. Like, I saw someone who gave me a post that said, "Oh, I'll trade you a 660G Drago for it, but you have to include battle gear." And I'm like, what? You know, being an internet personality, I have a lot of people offering me trades. So if you're going to offer me a trade, at least make it a decent offer. I mean, you know, how would you feel if somebody offered you a 660G Dragonoid for your 800G whatever? You know, it's just common sense. Well, that was my Pyrus collection, but because that was so short, I figured I might as well add a special. Ladies and gentlemen, the Baku-rack. Spin Master's first attempt to make a carrying case for Bakugan. Now, as you can tell, this thing was an utter failure. Not only because it was so bulky, carried so few Bakugan, was so expensive, but it carried absolutely no cards. Now, what it does do is it carries 5 of these little clips, these Baku clips, which you know, I just hate these. You see it does here, it coils around like that, so that you can access your Bakugan, or maybe pull out the clips, and then somehow difficultly put the clips back in and close it. Now, the reason this was such a failure was because it can only hold 15 Bakugan despite costing $20. Whereas the newer ones can hold 18 Bakugan along with cards and cost only $10. This thing also didn't include any free Bakugan, so that was another thing that was such a bad thing for it. Now, I also hate the Baku boxes because they are also very limited in capacity. They can't carry many cards, they're not compatible with sleeves, and they can't carry battle gear or traps very well. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are wondering why I have such an issue with the clip. Now, the clips were designed when the B1 Bakugan were around, so you can see the B1s just slip in nice and snug there, so there's no problem. The thing is, the B2 Bakugan are a larger size, and they don't fit quite so comfortably into the clip. You can see how it's stretching really badly there. So I'm honestly worried that if I leave this thing into the clip too long, it'll break. So another thing is it holds 3 Bakugan. That's nice, and you can see the B1 loosened instantly when I put in another B2. Now, it holds only 3 Bakugan. Now, that might not be such a bad idea, but the thing is, it leaves your battle gear, your trap, and especially your cards out in the rain, so to speak. Another thing about this case is you're also designed to swap out clips with the ones you can buy in the Baku clip sets. Now, that's kind of clever for the start, but the thing is, people don't buy this thing anymore. They don't really have much a desire to buy the clips either. So, my question is, why do they persist in making the clips the same size rather than making them larger and thus compatible with B2-sized Bakugan? I know what you must be thinking. Gee, Kohdok, if you hate all those carrying methods so much, what would you make? I would make this. Now, please pay no attention to the actual artwork on this box. I got it for free from Krillin. I'm dead serious. Okay, so it's actually Krillin's American voice actor, but that's close enough. Anyway, I got it for free. So actually, I saw a lot of people doing something similar at the BakuCons. They were carrying around their Bakugan and cards inside one of these deck boxes. This thing can hold everything. It can hold all the cards, it holds the battle gear, it holds all your Bakugan, it holds the trap, it just holds it all. So why they haven't done something like this that can be made out of cheap sheet plastic and sold for about $5 to $8, especially when Bakugan's big appeal is the fact that it's so cheap, just totally baffles me. You're losing out on a lot. Card stores are making a killing selling these to people who want to carry their Bakugan around. I can stuff an entire Maxis Dragonoid into one of these things, no problem. If you made it maybe a little bit bigger so it could fit with the sleeves, threw on some Bakugan artwork, I guarantee you'd sell a lot of these because they'd be a cheap way for people to carry just enough Bakugan to use in a battle. That's my proposal anyway. In other news, I now own a strike flyer in every single attribute. So also, I only need one more card to complete the Gundalian Invaders card set, and that card is Pit of Despair. I have a bunch of cards, so ask me if I have one. If you have a copy of Pit of Despair, I'll trade fairly well for it. Anyway, this is Kohdok signing off. Wow, over 200 subscribers. You guys must really like me.